Hello, welcome to ENGG1100. Welcome to the first video for ENGG1100. It certainly is the first one that I've actually ever done. Why are we doing it in a video? Well, for the first time in hundreds of years, universities with the new technology of online and blended learning are realizing that we can change the way we deliver our content. No longer do we have to get you to sit in tiered lecture theatres and listen to us sort of pour our hearts out about content. We can put it online, we can put videos and screencasts together, you can do that at home, and then in class we can get you to work actively. So today what I want to cover, and I think this is really important for understanding any course, is why are you doing it, why is it relevant, what's part of it, and how we're going to assess. That's what we're going to be doing today. So let's start with what you're actually learning. So everything you're doing in ENGG1100 is based on engineering design. You are actually going to design a solution to a problem, and you're going to build a prototype, and you're going to produce reports. While you do that, you're going to learn how to critically find and manage information. You're going to learn how to communicate. You're going to write reports and give oral presentations. You're going to have to project manage, or you won't get it all done in time. You're going to be working in teams of 6. You're going to be embedding engineering sustainability into your design. That's triple bottom line stuff. You're going to have to manage your own time and learning. This is this transition stuff from high school to university. And you're going to get a good idea of what it is to be a professional engineer. All of these things will be used in your degree studies and also in becoming an engineer. It's engineering. It's not science, it's not like your math, phys, chem courses, and it's not engineering science like thermo and electrical engineering and statics and dynamics. This is engineering. If you looked at those learning objectives, I think you find that if you look at the graduate attributes that Engineers Australia need you to have, lifelong learner, communication, team member or leader, sustainable design and development, they map pretty closely. We've done that deliberately. The BE at UQ is accredited. That means when you graduate, you can apply to Engineers Australia to be a graduate engineer, and this is recognised internationally. Let's have a bit of a reality check. This is a wheel that's come from NASA at their core professional competencies. So there's red bits here. This is technical acumen. This systems thinking is engineering, so maybe we've got this as science, we've got this as engineering science, but all of the rest of this is leadership, communication, teamwork, those sort of abilities that are part of engineering. So our learning objectives are relevant not only to Engineers Australia, but in the wider world. And how does ENGG1100 look in the context of the engineering courses? Well, you can take any discipline, this one's for mechanical engineering, and you can trace through the years and you can find the courses that will use this teamwork, problem solving, design backbone to actually get across things like analysis and project management and major design and professional engineering. And we can do that in any discipline. So what you learn in ENGG1100 you will be using for the rest of your degree program and indeed on to your future career. How does the course actually work in terms of what we're asking you to do? Well, from week 1 to week 3 you're actually going to be work as an individual. In week 4 you'll be submitting a preliminary investigation report. That's an individual report. It means in week 3 when you come to the teams, what will actually happen is everybody will come to the table with a lot of knowledge about your project. For the rest of the semester you'll work as teams and you will produce various things as teams and you will produce a prototype. Now the assessment, 40% is individual and 60% is team. What you'll notice is there's no exam. But if you think about it, how could they be? With this engineering, we're testing your actions, what you can actually do. Let's start with the individual logbooks. This is something that is 15%, and it's an individual submission, and I suggest you go out and get a hard-bound A4 logbook right now. In week 2 to week 8, You will actually be assessed on this. There will be a template in the handout that I give you on Monday morning, and you will stick that in the front of your logbook. I think these logbooks are wonderful. They have page numbers, they have indexes, they have grid paper for visualization. They are about $13 from the campus bookshop. And I know you can buy them in Kmart, something quite similar, perhaps not with page numbers, but you can buy something quite similar for about $4. I'm happy with that as long as it's bound. Okay. Now in this logbook you are going to be including design and management. I've put a little gift here because this is my gift to you. If you take this logbook along to all of your team meetings, to all of your project sessions, and you jot your notes in it, your references, you visualize your design, you put your team minutes in there, you update your Gantt charts, you should be able to get 15 out of 15. Logbooks don't need to be neat. They can be as messy as you like. If you have printouts or things, you can stick them in there, you can annotate these things. That's what we're looking for. The handout that I give you on Monday will explain all of these things. I carry a logbook around. I've always carried a logbook around. I stick business cards in there, I stick printouts, things people give me, I annotate, I put little placeholders in it so I can flip back to stuff that's really pertinent. It's something I've always done as a professional engineer. I'm going to talk to you a lot more about the preliminary investigation report in Thursday's lecture. And you will get this rubric in the handout that I give you on Monday. It's almost due. You've got to hand this in your project session in week 4. So you've got around 3 weeks for this. So this is pretty something to get started as soon as you can. I want to just spend a little bit of time on the portfolio package. So this is something that underpins that learning objective where you are looking towards personal development and the ability to manage your own time. There are 8 pieces in the assessment. If you hand in all 8, you will get 5%. Really what I'm looking for in here is for you to show me that you've had a go at these things. If you miss one, you won't get that 5%. That's all that will happen. If you hand in only 5 or 6, you won't get that 5%, and I'm going to drop your final grade by a single grade. Which means if you're looking for a grade of 4, you're going to receive a grade of 3 and fail ENGG1100. If you hand less than 5 in, you're going to fail ENGG1100. Now 2 of these things are done online via Turnitin, and the other 6 are done by coming along to the workshops on Monday or the lecture on Wednesday and filling out that project, the template that I will hand out to you, and pasting it into your logbook. It's as simple as that. You need to manage this. I'm not chasing you, your project leaders and tutors are not chasing you. There is a get out of jail free card, there's only one. You'll have to have a look through the document that I hand out to you on Monday to find it. The ethics reflection, you can do that right now. Get onto Blackboard, read through the material and write your reflection. Why not do it today? Project scoping package is something that you will put together with your team in week 4 and hand in week 5. Demo day, you're demonstrating your prototype. We will have a milestone in week 9 where you might have to put together a video, you might have to have an oral presentation. This is really showing that you've found your materials, you've started to build, and in week 13 we will have a demonstration of your prototype. Now this is a team mark out of 30%. It will be peer assessment weighted. A little bit more on that later on. If you don't attend this, you don't get any marks. So make sure when you come along to the milestone in week 9 and the week 13 demonstration that you do actually get your name marked off the roll. Final report, we've got a long while to talk about that. I will go through a lecture in terms of report writing and what I'm looking for in that final report. It's a team-based one again. Your peer assessment factor will be applied to that. What is a peer assessment factor? I've written a lot in the handout that you will get on Monday, and I will go through it in class a little bit later on. Middle of semester we will have a trial and you can find out if you need to lift your game up or not. Let's not talk too much more about that now. On Blackboard is a best practice guide for students and tutors. It shows you how the tutors will be marking your work, how they'll be marking your logbook, what they're looking for, that preliminary investigation report and the final report. So I've taken students' work and I've marked it up to say this was good, this was bad, whatever. You'll find a copy on the Blackboard site. And finally, here is our schedule. Again, I will give this to you on Monday. This tells you what we will be doing in the workshops. It tells you where the templates are. This tells you what we will be doing in the lecture, and it gives you a bit of an idea what will be happening in your project session, although your project leaders will give you much more information on here. I've highlighted the yellow bits are the ones where you've got something that's due. Green is something's coming back to you. And there will be some lab induction sessions in the middle of semester. Okay, that's it. I'll see you at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock on Monday in the UQ Centre. Look forward to it. Bye.